Hello everybody, Osher here, AstroFinance, and this is June 30th, 2025. I found the day, the energy, the right time to communicate with you all. Looking on Bitcoin, LiveChart, we are already inside of the trail for 2 months since launch this new updated LiveChart on May 1st. And this is 2 months to go with this, for this live chart. It's showing us for now through November 2025, and we have passed a lot of movement and changes and in the world, as we all know. And I want to give another video since the previous one last month to show what I'm seeing, to communicate my thought as we're entering to the second half of 2025. July 2025 is traditionally a very significant time, not just because it's the second half of the year, but it's also the transition from Cancer to Leo. Last year we saw it in a big shift in the political arena. It was also an omen in sky too, full moon in Cancer. Biden stepped out, Kamala appeared, by the Trump assassination attempt, and all the rally that followed since last eclipses zone, and specifically the drop in the previous August 5th, that we remembered it to be like a Black Monday, that it fell to the 50K. And since then, we saw a major rally that took us to the election of Trump, and Trump won, and the inauguration, the beginning of 2025, as we started the year. We are right now summarizing as we are looking from January to July, 6 months, and it was including the eclipse zone that I've drew months in advance. The success of Bitcoin live chart is the last month is 90% accuracy, better than others. We saw other periods of the live chart that it was less accurate, like what happened before the eclipses of previous world in the end of 2024. It also was a sort of a success and mismatch bit into the world the beginning of 2024, that we remember that how market accelerated the line to what I showed to come later. However, the empathy of those that are looking far, this is why it's showing you 6 months ahead, is to take you forward, is overwhelming by its accuracy and the contribution for insight that we are seeing here. So what's now? Actually, we're seeing that I'm still holding here with the expectation that July, that's what I try to give hints in all my previous videos, will be very successful to the markets, with at least like the last FOMO, like something that will give us a rally. I'm seeing a shift here coming toward the beginning of the Leo season. Those that already received also my update to the S&P 500 can see here some correlation also to Ethereum. But this may be a little bit of exaggeration, because this is like right now a very tricky game that I'm seeing unfolding, and it can also be maybe terminated by the area of the 133.30 level. You know, it's a general line, it's not to be exact. But to remember that eclipses is coming after, and the eclipse zone, I definitely offer everybody to be vigilant. It's a very turbulent. We remember how the previous one that started from the end of February, it's always a tolerance, like 3 weeks before the eclipse and after the eclipse. You are also seeing it in your lives. The decision, the pivot, the change of your paradigm is all happening during this time, and this is why it's so affecting the market. So what is my main assumption is that Bitcoin should take a high in order for the bottom to happen in the eclipse zone, to go still to the 100K. So people that will buy into the 160 probably, even that it can, right now I'm showing it until just to take the extra safety zone, like the end of July, it can also lead to the beginning of August. Like still the market can still be very bullish to this zone here. And then I'm expecting to, if I'm reading it correctly to my interpretation, it's not financial advice, this is the contribution of astrology, and as you can see the history, it's like to have a 50% cut, and then it will take the profit, because always someone needs to take profit here, and but the tendency is to continue higher, and this is Bitcoin is your bunker, because if you understand what's happening in other coins, it's not giving you the same you know, when Ethereum went sideways, Bitcoin went to all-time highs, and XRP is still not even crossed the all-time high of 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when it was. And yes, so very much to be vigilant toward August, September. This is going to be a very strong one, with Saturn and Neptune going back to Pisces, to the illusion. This is going to clean a lot of outdated systems, a lot of institutions that may be in a challenge, and Bitcoin should here hold us the floor. But this is what I'm expecting for now, and you know it. And this for this the existence of the live chart. This live chart will continue live for 2 more months until August 30th, and then in September 1st, this will be a new live chart that those that will join will see with me until March 2026, to the new live chart that will come, and hopefully you will take advantage of the promotion next month. Uranus is entering to Gemini for the first time in our life. It's very supportive for Bitcoin and many other innovations, and that's what I wanted to share with you. I wish all of us a successful July. I'm not going to, this the live chart, this video is extra bonus and need for communicating with all of you, as I'm not doing the videos as I used to do for years in YouTube for the general public. Just visit the live chart frequently. I'm not touching the line as you see for a long time, but if there will be any change, you will see it instantly, as I'm always holding the chart. To some of you that are new to the live chart concept, you don't need the PDF. Once you already have the PDF, you have the link for TradingView, you could send to trash the PDF, and just to keep the link of the TradingView accessible to you anywhere, and to visit this line. You don't need a password, you don't need nothing. It's just for the first time. And hopefully you read the instructions, how it's working, and it's important to understand the guidelines of how I'm working with this chart. All the best, my friend. I wish you a very successful and good July 2025.